Welcome to Amy's Crafts and Things. I'm Amy. In today's tutorial for PE Design 11 and Padlet 11, we're going to go over a technique called print and stitch. So what this does is we will create a design and we will import a background image and we will be embroidering our design onto a background image that we will either print on cotton fabric or we will use the image and print it on an iron-on transfer sheet to transfer onto fabric and iron on top of that. So let's get started. I will go into my image tab right next to the home tab and I will click on open from file so that we get our image. From the drop down menu we will locate our PE Design 11, our tutorial, and we will choose tutorial 7, and there's a bare background image. We'll go ahead and click on that and click open. From here we will go into our home tab and we are going to import our embroidery design. So we'll go to import from the design library. We'll use the drop down arrow to go to tutorial. We will choose tutorial 7 and we will find our embroidery design and go ahead and click import and it will import it onto our background image. We'll go ahead and adjust it to where we would like to locate our image, our design. And then we'll add a little bit of text into this banner here down below our bear. So we'll go and click on the text button and click on the letter A on the left hand side. We will choose a font that we would like to use. Let's go with, and we will go ahead and click where we want to place our text and we'll write our text. We'll just write happy birthday. Click on enter. And we will need to adjust our font. Apparently this font doesn't have any letters in it that we can use, so we'll need to choose something different. And we can go ahead and adjust it. I want to change the color to red. And in your text attributes, we're going to scroll down to where it says transform. Let's go ahead and click on that button and we'll go ahead and scroll down and we'll find a style of letters that we like to use and we'll go ahead and place it in our banner. We'll use the rotate and we'll rotate our words to kind of go into that banner. And you can adjust accordingly. You can use any shape of letters that you would like. And once you get to something that you like, you just go ahead and click off of it. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to print the background image. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can print it directly onto fabric or you could print it onto an iron-on transfer sheet. So let's go up into our blue flower and click on print and print setup. You will choose your printer properties. You will choose how it's going to print from your printer and the source. I use my rear paper feed slot when I do this. And then I will scroll down. It says image print. So we're going to print the image on printable fabric or an iron-on transfer sheet. I have chosen to print on fabric. The method that I chose was I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of freezer paper that I ironed to the wrong side of my white cotton fabric. And then I taped the edges onto a piece of cardstock that I loaded into the rear paper feed slot of my printer and I let the printer print on the fabric. I then took the freezer paper off of the cotton fabric and let the fabric dry for 24 hours. After 24 hours, I heat set it with a hot iron. There are different methods to heat set your inks. If you do not heat set your inks, they will wash out. So I highly recommend that if you're going to be washing it, to at least heat set your ink. There are different methods out there that talk about how to do that. Some people will use vinegar water and a hot iron to heat set it. Otherwise, there's also spray-on additives you can spray on your fabric to kind of protect it. But for the purpose of this tutorial, since it's not going to get washed much, I just heat set it with an iron. If you choose to print on an iron-on transfer sheet, you're going to want to flip your image, and you will do that by clicking the checkbox that says print a flipped image. This will allow your image to appear on your fabric properly after you iron it onto fabric. You will also need to print a sheet of paper aligning the printed image and the embroidery. So we will go under print preview to look at that. So it will print out your crosshairs so that your alignment of your embroidery design will be embroidered in the correct spot. After you have both of those printed and your fabric has been heat set, then you're going to go ahead and embroider as usual. I will go ahead and embroider my design, and I will come back and show you how it looks. And here it is, the finished product of the embroidery design that was done on top of cotton fabric that had an image printed on it. As you can see, it turned out very well. This technique will open up the doors to a lot of different creative ideas. I'm curious to see how you use this technique in your embroidery projects. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to be notified when future tutorials are posted. Thank you so much for watching.